All right, so the first situation that we're in is removing a domain controller that it's not the last one and the DC is still online. And I'm going to be working in my environment here. The domain is textdips.local, and there's going to be two domain controllers in this domain. There's proddc and proddc02, and they are both online. And you can see here that if I type in hostname, I am RDPed into proddc02. So this is the one we're going to remove. All right, so the first thing that we want to do is we want to run the test-ADDS-domain-controller uninstallation command. This is a command that goes through all of the uninstallation prerequisites that you would normally go through in the GUI and just test to make sure that nothing is out of the ordinary, that the uninstallation should go as necessary. So first off, to provide some parameters to it, we're going to provide two parameters: the local administrator password, which will be the local administrator password on this server whenever it becomes a member. So notice that I'm using $W0RD12 as the password there. And then I am going to be removing all of the application partitions from it because I don't need this DC at all. I'm completely demoting it, so I don't need that anymore. So I can run this command. And now you can see that the message says operation completed successfully and the status is success. However, I did run into this problem and I wanted to mention that. On line 20 and 21, you'll see that there's a potential error. At first I had removed DNS delegation equals true. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me if it's available, but oh well. So if you do include that by accident, you will get that error: verification of prerequisites for domain controller promotion failed, blah, 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 and it will tell you the error message. So that's something to be aware of. Okay, so before we can actually go through and demote this, we want to make sure that there are not any FSMO roles on this domain controller, and if there are, we need to move them off. So we can grab all of the FSMO roles with getADDomain and getADDforest, and we can see all 5 of them here and get this information to see where these FSMO roles exist in our environment. So it looks like proddc02, the domain controller we're going to be demoting, has the infrastructure master and RID master FSMO roles. So we need to move them off. So to move them off, we use the move AD directory server operation master role command, specify the RID master and infrastructure master, and then provide the identity of the domain controller that we want to move these to. So I haven't tested this yet, but let's see if this works. All right, do you want to move the role? Yes, I do. All right, so it should have worked. Well, we will see. Now I can check these again with getADDomain. Yes, it has worked. No testing. All right, good. We have now confirmed that it is in proddc. So now I can just go ahead and run both of these here just because I'm paranoid like that. And now all of the FSMO roles are on proddc. Great. Now we can finally go and remove it. To remove it, and I haven't tested this yet, but hopefully this works for you. You'll get a first-hand glimpse if this is actually going to work or not. But the command is Uninstall-ADDSDomainController, and you can see that the parameters are exactly the same that you provide to the testing one. In this case, I am using the local administrator password, same thing. Remove application partitions, yes, I'm going to be doing that. And notice that before I didn't tell you that whenever we provide a remove DNS delegation, when it's true, we will get that error message. So I can remove this here, and I don't need this anymore. All right, so now I can go ahead and run this, and hopefully this removes this domain controller. And if it does, I believe it should actually reboot this. You want to continue? Yes. And notice that it did do the prereqs anyway. We could have used the skip prereq parameter because we've already done those, but I don't know. It's just safe to just go ahead and run them again. And then it would go through, stop all the services, remove all of the partitions, remove anything out of the registry, and just get everything completely cleaned of this computer being a domain controller. Okay, so it is rebooting, and it says I'm about ready to get signed out, which is fine, and I will go ahead and get this rebooted. All right, the previous server that was a domain controller has now come up, and I've RDPed into it again. And I had to RDP into it. I couldn't use the domain username and password obviously because it is now a member server, and I had to use the administrator local username and the local administrator password you see up there, which is the password 12. And that got me in. I could have also authenticated with PowerShell remoting. I didn't have to RDP into this machine, but in this instance, I'm choosing to RDP into it. The final command is just to remove all the bits that Active Directory put on it. And to do that, we just run uninstall Windows feature. And this goes through and just removes all the installation files and all the bits that Active Directory had put on it. And after we do this, the server should have all remnants removed from it, and you should never know that it was ever a domain controller. All right, when it's done, it tells me I need to restart the server, and I can go ahead and do that by just running restart computer, and I can just use force, and that will restart it and make it a member server. And once it reboots, it will be a member server, and we are all done. Thanks for watching.